Okay, good morning everyone, and welcome back to another video on Crosby Collects. It's a really lovely day today, about 11 o'clock, so I'm out a little bit later than what I'd hoped for. But I am out on the field where we had the pendant up in a couple of videos ago. So I thought I'd come back out. I'm going to head over to where the chain potentially is and just have another little look around, because there's got to be something. The more I think about it, the more it makes me wonder what else is over there. So we're going to head over there. And then I'm thinking about heading to two other fields as well, just sort of floating about for a little bit, I suppose. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoy the video and you have been enjoying the past ones as well. Thank you very much for everyone's comments and likes and subscriptions. Really, really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. And if you do, please smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the first hole. $53.54. If you haven't noticed already, I have dug it a little bit, and also the old pins are out. So sorry for frightening you all with those, but I was getting really hot in the last few videos, so it was time to bring out the old legs, and hopefully don't get too grazed up. But off on holiday tomorrow, so I thought I'd top up the tan early, because it was an absolutely lovely day. We're still in the hole somewhere. I think I've missed it. Is that it there? Okay, we're in the side. I'm going to try and do a few different perspective angles today on the video, but I thought for this one we'll get it in early and see if we can get something. I think it's going to be this big bit of lead. Yep. Big bit of lead to start. Nice signal, and you've got to dig it. And yeah, as I always say, that would have been used to tie up a big bag, just like that. And yeah, nice little find, and some weight to add to the scrap pile. So I'll bend that up and stick it in the bag. We won't dig that again. See you on the next hole. Alright, so you won't be able to see this, but it's a really nice little dot, 46, right on the centre line. And hoping this will be something nice and good. But yeah, excuse the state of me today. These are the only shorts I've actually got. I probably need to get some like cargo ones or something, because these are like my painting, decorating ones, as you can probably tell from the big paint mark down the side. Well, it doesn't sound great now. I think this is going to be some artillery stuff, potentially. Let's see if we can see it. Alright, well, we are out. It sounds a little bit better now. So, according to the old detector, it should be down here somewhere. Is that it? Okay, there it is. It's looking like it's going to be lead. Ah, we might be onto a spindle whorl. I think we are. Oh, cool. That's nice. Sometimes I've got a nice bit of decoration on them, so see if I can get that cleaned up a little bit. There's definitely some sort of pattern on there. Yeah, so nice. So wool would have been threaded through there, basically to make it thinner. And yeah, it's a spindle whorl. So that's got some age to it for sure. Lovely. Would have been used by the women and children in the field, likely. And yeah, so a spinning wool. So really, really nice. Lovely little find. Okay, so just had this up. 1819, but it's sort of dropping down into that sort of ferrous territory. So hopefully it's not going to be a shotgun cap or anything like that. It'll be a nice hammered coin, but we are in this plug somewhere. I think there might be a little bit of lead by the looks of it. Double check, yep. Another little bit of lead. Something that we get a lot off on this field. But, as I say, it's a sign of age, so it's definitely a good thing that we're finding lead. And it's got a little bit of detail to it, but the thing with lead is it's almost impossible to tell exactly what it is. I remember watching one of the Scottish detectorist videos where he'd found lead mould, and it was sort of Jesus on the cross. And I think to us watching it, it was really obvious to what it was, but at the time he was sort of like looking at it and couldn't sort of see what it was. But it was only that, you know, I think when he got home and was editing the video that he said that, you know, he realised exactly what it is. So it's really difficult with lead to tell exactly what it was, but it is a blob. And if you know what that is and you can see, then let me know. All right, so I thought I'd get you for this one. On to our potentially first coin, or it's more likely to be a button. Rang in at a 20. I just uncovered it, just here. Just sort of see a disc sort of shape, just there. I think it's going to be a button. I thought I'd get you on the camera just in case it's not, and I'll lift it out of here together. And I think it's a button. Yep, little Tomback button. So the first button of the day. We've always got to go careful with these because quite easily be a hammered coin, so I always like to film them, but it is a really nice little find and good couple of 100 years old that. So yep, get plenty of these up on the field, especially when you throw them away like that, Jacob. But yeah, nice little find. Well, on the next hole we've had another little Tomback come up. This one rang in at a 12, and I keep telling myself I'm going to dig some lower numbers because I tend to only dig numbers up from maybe 12 upwards. So I'm looking for those numbers, you know, between 8, 6, it's around that, because potentially it could be gold and I might be missing it. So yeah, this one rang in at a 12 and the other Tomback button rang in at 20. So it just goes to show the difference between the two. Bearing in mind they're very similar. Maybe this one's a little bit thinner, which is why, but another little button. Another live dig for you around the mid-40s mark. It's really stony here still. We have had some rain, which was yesterday, which is definitely helps the conductivity of the metals through to the detector. And as I just throw my pinpoint on the floor, that probably shows good timing to ask what you guys think about a new bag. So at the moment I've got a Nocta, yeah, a little Nocta bag, which the trowel sort of just sits on the outside, and then I just shove the pinpointer in the inside it, where I also keep the fines in the same pouch. But as you can just see, it's just dropped straight out on the floor, which happens quite regularly. So if anyone can recommend a good pouch, this is the one I'm rocking at the moment. Just this. Yeah, just keep the trowel on the outside and then the old pinpointer in that bit there. But yeah, it does come loose sometimes, as I found a few times, especially when today, for example, I went to leave home and well, it fell out basically. So it wasn't until the missus came running over and before I got in the car and set off, she's like, "You've left your pinpointer." So it wouldn't have been good getting all the way here to find out I hadn't brought it. So yeah, looking for a new bag. Any recommendations? Be greatly received. We're on the wall here, aren't we? Missed it again completely. Where are you? Oh, I'm going to see something. Oh, did I just see something green? Yeah, I did. Hey, lovely. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's really nice. Was not expecting that. I'm glad I filmed that live now. Look at that little thing. It's like a little brooch, I think. It's got a hole in the middle. Initially thought it might have been a... Oh, I don't know. Wow, it's a lovely little thing. Let me get that brushed up for you and I'll get you on the camera again. Okay, so here it is, brushed up. Really nice little thing. It's got some nice detail to it. Would have had a reddish sort of colour to it. And I think that is going to be a mount of some sort. Maybe the Tudor rose, possibly, with the 6... These are the 6 petals around the edge. So could have been worn as a brooch maybe, or could even been part of a bit of furniture. But really, really happy with that. It's really, really nice. Yeah, I think that is definitely some sort of Tudor rose, but what it was actually on, I don't know for certain, but lovely find. Really happy with that. So this is one of those low tones. It's a 5, so it's right next to that sort of line that I've notched out. I don't have anything between 0 and 5 basically, or 4 I think it is. But I've said to myself I'm going to start trying to dig some of these really low numbers, and I know a lot of the time it's probably going to end up being lead or possibly foil, which I think this might be. Yeah, so in this case it's foil, but you never know, a little gold earring or something like that could fall into those numbers. So yeah, that's something new for me, and I'm going to start doing that. Yeah, a little bit of foil this time. It is gold in colour, just the right colour, but yeah, not the right item. Well, we can't go a video without showing you a musket ball, can we? And this is the first one of the day. A little bit of a flat edge on this sort of side, so it may have hit something, but it is fairly spherical. And it's quite a chunky one, really. And that's another one to add to the old musket ball jar. And a nice little find. So probably 200 to 300 years old, that. Well, this is a lovely sound and signal. 88. No change at all in the numbers. And it's only 2 bars deep. So it could be onto a nice big coin here. Don't get very many like that are just really nice and consistent. But this one definitely is. Either that or it could be a big bit of brass. And hopefully we're out in one. Yeah, still an 88, and we're in here still. Try not to scratch anything. We're still in there. Still in there somewhere. Ooh, I can see a silver edge. What is that? That's what it is. That's why it gave such a good signal. It's filled with mud, whatever it is. It's a mount, isn't it? Yeah, you can just see the clips on it there. Let me give that a bit of a clean up. I'll see if I can get some detail up for you. Alright, so there it is. Unfortunately, detail-wise, it is absolutely battered. There's nothing on the front at all. It may have intentionally been like that, but it does feel like there's a few sort of bobbly marks on there where there could have been something at some point. But you can just see there's a clasp fitting there, there and there. So the 4 sort of corners, as you like, and would have been some sort of mount for something, possibly furniture, or possibly horse related. But it is a find, and it gave up a really nice signal. Made of brass probably, or copper. Yeah. One of those low numbers that I was talking about, and this rang in at a really faint 6 or 7. And there you go, it just goes to show that there's some decent stuff to be found at this sort of number. So that's 2 of those that I've dug now. One's been foil, the second one is this. It looks like it might be some sort of like clasp possibly. It's definitely got some age to it, and again almost like a flower sort of sun sort of emblem on it as well. So yeah, an interesting one. That could be very old, and I'll have to do some research when I get home, and if I get anything on it I'll put some details on screen now. But yeah, I'll just show you on the old Manticore now. Oh, there you go, so rang it an 8. Yeah, just goes to show there's definitely some stuff to be found at those numbers. Really nice. Immediately after that little tiny piece, really nice consistent 50-51. Just on that tone break again, which is why it can sound a little bit funny sometimes. So high to low, or high to medium. No, sorry, low to medium. God, I got there eventually. A little bit stonier over this bit, but hopefully getting onto a decent little spot. I've got my sensitivity cranked right up on the old Manticore. It's quite a quiet field in terms of iron. Right, so we're looking at a 49-ish now. Have had a hammered coin in this corner of the field before. It was a little short cross. Rang in at about 40 as well. So we are out, and it's a 53 now. So yeah, it could be anything. Could be absolutely anything. And on this occasion, it is a shotgun cap. Just turn that off for you. Well, that's annoying. Oh well, won't dig that again. Little live one for you. 22, 23, low tone. Well within that hammered coin territory. It's really stony here. Jesus Christ. That is hard digging. Might have to get back to you on this one, guys. Or speed up the clip. Although, we are out. Oh, it looks like I've just missed it now, actually. Right over this side. I just don't want to damage anything, that's the problem. But you have to almost just throw your spade at it, because otherwise you're never going to get it out. Oh, come on. Look at the size of these. This is what you've got to deal with, isn't it? I'll tell you what. Roll on winter again, or autumn. Get those pasture fields. Sorry, not pasture. Ploughed fields back. Ooh, put that on there. I'll tell you what, some big old stones in this bit. Where are you? Come on. Oh! Oh! Yes! Look at that! It's just popped out! Can you see it? I don't know if you can. Let me take you off the mount. Oh, hopefully I captured that. Look at that, it's just popped out the hole. Right out behind. Where's that stone gone? I don't know, I think it was this one. This stone here, maybe. Ha! Oh, God, it's not even focusing. Focus, come on. Look at that. Oh, yes. Let me put you back on the mount. Oh, I really hope that came through okay. Hopefully it did. Oh, stick you back on there. And zoom you out. Oh, look at this. It looks like it's going to be a really nice one. Oh, yes. Get in there. You beauty. We're on the hammered. It looks like, given a bit of clean, especially on this side, it's going to be a nice one. I'll get the old water spray out for you so you can see the reveal in action. Then I'll clean it up a bit more off camera. And yeah. Oh, yes. God, that was a nice signal. Oh, look at that. Oh, you can't beat it. Can't beat it. Beautiful. Literally said to you guys a couple of digs before this. I'd hammered up in this corner before, and it was a short cross on that occasion. I don't know what. Well, it's not a short cross. This is obviously a sixpence, maybe. Someone facing to the right there. Look at that. Let me get that a little bit more cleaned up for you off camera, and I'll get back to you. We are on the hammers again. Wow, there it is, guys. I've given it a little wipe on the old t-shirt, as you can see, just to get some of that mud off a little bit more, and it's come out really, really nice. Give that another little clean at home, very gently, and you can see the king on the other side. And I'll put an ID on screen any second now for you. Been a little bit battered, I assume. That doesn't look like clipping to me, so it's going to be, I think, the plough that's done that. But it has been clipped as well in the past. But what a lovely coin. I can't believe that's just popped out of there, and that was on a live dig as well, which is absolutely brilliant. So it's just, oh, these fields just keep producing. It's amazing. They've never been detected before, these fields, so yeah, you can see why. There's just some absolutely amazing bits coming out. And yeah, another hammered coin. I'm not sure what that is for the year now, but brilliant. Really, really good. so again, just had a little find come up. I'm undecided as to whether it's a button or a coin. Came in at 22, bit of a weird sounding signal, but I was so close to that hammered coin, I thought I had to dig it. And yeah, I think it might be a button, or could even be a very thin coin, but it's absolutely minuscule, as you can see. Yeah, another little find. Wow, this one was a long old way down and underneath a hell of a lot of stones. I think it's just popped, well, I've just pulled it out of this hole and popped it on there for you just before filming. And we might be onto a very big coin, potentially. If it's not a button. It's absolutely massive, rang in the 90s, which is why I didn't dig it, because I thought it was going to be a bit of can or something. Because I don't get many good bits ringing in that high on the Manticore, but I think it is a coin. And I think it might be my first ever Cartwheel penny. So I'll try and get some detail up on you. It's that sort of size and those sort of numbers from what I've seen on other videos. I think that might be what that is. Chunky old thing. I'll give it a clean up and get back to you. Okay, so unfortunately this one is absolutely toasted, as you can tell. But I'm pretty sure that is an old Cartwheel penny from around the period of 1790. Quite a strange coin, really. It's Britain's biggest penny, and it's unusual to have got such a low denomination coin, so big and so heavy. So they're quite collectible, and weigh around 30 grams. So some substantial bit of weight behind it. But that's what that is, and that's a bucket lister for me. Never had one of those before, so really, really nice. Happy to have that. I'm just over in a corner that I haven't really been in before, and I've just had this little thing up. I'm sure we can all recognise what that is. And it's a 20p. So, modern spendable coin. Queen Elizabeth II. I keep saying the first. I've watched back some of my videos and I keep saying Queen Elizabeth I because of, presumably, it's in my head with all these hammered coins I keep finding. But yeah, 1982. Spendable 20p. They got a funny old colour in the ground, and yeah, I got purple all over my hands just before I eat lunch. But yeah, spendable money. Don't mind that. Coming in at 71 on that way, but over here at a 60, it's quite shallow, so it also could be a bottle top or a can of some sort, which is quite likely. But we will dig and have a little look. Still on the bit where I've just had that sort of 20p come up, so could be a modern coin as well, which is why it sounds a bit funny. Right, well, we're out. That's good. Out in one, and I think I've just seen it pop out. Let's have a little look. Just see it just there. I think that might be a nut. Is it a nut? I think it's a nut. Yeah, I think a bit of a modern machinery of some sort. Let's make sure it's not a ring. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Throw it away, and it's a ring. Do you know what? Don't know. Let me give that a little bit of a brush up, and I'll get straight back to you. Alright, so giving it a brush up, I don't think it is actually modern. It's got a green patina to it. The reason why I said it was possibly machinery is I thought I could see a thread here, but actually I think it might just be some sort of decoration that was around this bit that is corroded away and sort of started growing, you know, bits of molecules on it and things. But strange one. It's not big enough for any of my fingers. Might be for the little one. And get it half on. So yeah, not sure what that is. Might be a bit of horse tack, but it seems too sort of fat, and I don't know. Horse tack tends to be quite sort of thin rings. But yeah, if anyone knows what that is, then let me know. Well, I can't believe it, but I think I might have a little part of a crotal bell It's funny because I had just sent off some photographs to my Flow this morning about a bit of a crotal bell that I found in the field next to this one, and she wants me to bring it in to see it because she thinks it's quite interesting. So I'll put some details on screen just here now, a little photo for you so you know what I'm talking about. But that one there is definitely part of another little crotal bell. So we've had a nice little bell in there, and yeah, normally by the sides of horse carts back in medieval times, up until sort of like even like 1800s, I think. And it would just be a way to notify people on the tracks and road at night that people were coming. It's a shame it's not complete, but it is a nice little find, and yeah, really happy with that. I'm yet to find a ringer and one that is complete, so yeah, the hunt continues. All right, another little intricate, interesting find for you. I think it's going to be part of a bit of furniture potentially, but I thought it was going to be interesting. Just come out of this hole, rang in quite nicely, but it's definitely an interesting little piece. I'm leading towards that being probably a bit of furniture of some sort, but definitely strange. I'm going to have to do some research on that one as well. It's really, really nice. Green, which is a good sign. Yeah, not sure what that is going to be at all. Might be another one for the old finds liaison officer. But I'll do some research and hopefully put some details on screen for you after I've not thrown it away. Yeah, really strange. If anyone knows what that is as well, then always comment below. More than happy for feedback on things. But yeah, really interesting little piece. Yeah, we're getting all the little ornate things coming up now. So I just had this. I think it's part of a little buckle actually. So last three finds have been a crotal bell, that interesting ornate looking brooch slash maybe furniture mount, and then this little thing. So hopefully entering a good spot on the field. It is a spot on the field that I've done many a times, and I'm just opposite where I found the pendants on the last video on this field in particular. So yeah, still loads to be found for sure. Well, I'll tell you what, absolutely on fire with the musket balls today. Just had this other one come up, and I kid you not, before that, I just had these two smaller ones come up. So within 3 holes, I've had 3 musket balls. So there's obviously something going on here. I do get a lot of them on this permission, as I always say. And yeah, 3 is a lucky number, so hopefully we'll be on something lucky in just a second. Well, this one's definitely worth a live dig. Really consistent, 48, 47. Just on my way over to the other field, just for the last sort of half an hour, maybe an hour, depends how I get on. Just thought I'd just switch up a little bit because I think that one's a little bit easier to dig than this one. It's very, very difficult, but I've had some really good bits off this field today, so really happy. Had plenty of musket balls, quite a few buttons. Something I've not had too much of is coins, although the big silver one and the cartwheel penny actually more than makes up for it. So yeah, can't complain at all really. And then obviously had some little intricate artifacts. Yeah, it's all rounder. It's been a decent day, I think. And still, as I say, got a little bit of time left before I need to be home and start packing for the old holiday. But yeah, really nice day so far. Hopefully I can get this one out nice and quick for you so you can see it. Sort of like opposite side of the field at the moment to where I started this morning. I don't know what's going on with that pinpoint. I think I might have to have a chat with Nocta about it because it's not playing ball at the moment. Oh, come on. Oh, gosh, so many stones there. Okay, there it is. And it's looking like a piece of lead, possibly. Yeah, rubbish anyway. Oh well. All right, ladies and gents. So welcome to the final bits of today. Absolutely tons to choose from. My bag is full, literally, with buttons, musket balls, and so I thought I'd stick a few bits on here, and the best bit. So This is probably my favourite button slash brooch of the day, which is that lovely Tudor rose mount. You see the 6 petals on it. So really, really nice, and would have had some really lovely colouring back in the day. And then a lovely cartwheel penny, absolutely humongous. It's a shame about the detail, but it was my first, and I'm really, really pleased with that. And then obviously a few little bits down here. So we've got a part of a crotal bell. It's definitely a crotal bell, you can see that for sure. And yeah, really, really nice to find. It's a shame that it's not complete, but it's only a matter of time before we find one. So hopefully that's not too far in the distant future. And then of course this interesting little piece, which rang up at a 50 or 60, really, really lovely signal. Very, very intricate. And hopefully by the time we're at this point in the video, I would have had an ID for you. But if you know what that is, and I haven't put it on, it's because I haven't found out. But yeah, if you know what it is, then please comment below, as I'd be really interested to know. And yeah, again, just some more other little bits, possibly. I'm not sure whether this is a ring or maybe a rivet. If it was a ring, it's very old and someone with very small fingers. But yeah, 20p. And then I suppose the star of the show is going to be this lovely little hammered coin. So happy when this come up. And to find it on a live dig as well is even better. You know, it's just unbelievable. There's the king looking to the right. And I would have had an ID for this, hopefully, to put on screen for you. But that is today's best bits. And yeah, absolutely chuffed with that. Can't complain just before holiday. Okay, so that is going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed making this one, as always. Some really, really lovely bits have come up today, and hopefully you found them interesting. And as always, if you identify anything in today's video that I haven't been able to do, then please comment below. Really, really appreciate it. And yeah, just final note from me, if anyone does know of any decent metal detecting bags, then I'm in the market. So please let me know below what your recommendations are. And yeah, hopefully you all have a very good week. I'm off to Portugal to enjoy the sun, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy and have a good one.